less long. Tim Wellens and Niels Pollitt went to work. Pogačar wanted a hard race, and he was making it mightily hard for the break as they started to break up and their advantage started to reduce. Thomas was dropped, Bardet went with him. They were off to enjoy the Virage Bardet curve, where they were celebrating their hero's retirement in just under 12 months' time. Pace had been put on towards the top of Puy-Marie. Through the throngs of supporters they would go. And then Tadej Pogačar would go. Who would react? A similar scene to the top of the Galibier, this time without the altitude. Evenepoel, seemingly the biggest of the big four to be the victims. Roglic and Vingegaard would chase together, but then Vingegaard's power and pace was too much, and Roglic was going backwards. Similar situation to what we saw in the Alps. Just a few seconds of an advantage for Pogačar over Vingegaard, and then it was time to descend. But there was more climbing to come after this. A bonus second climb was next up. And Bardet was enjoying a bonus afternoon to his stage win in yellow jersey last week. To the penultimate climb of the day, where bonus seconds were on offer. Vingegaard rode Roglic off his wheel after he'd caught him on the descent, and he was on his way up to Pogačar. 8, 5 and 2 bonus seconds were available at the top. Roglic would continue to fade and Evenepoel would find him. They'd try to become allies as Vingegaard would catch Pogačar close to the top. But Pog would be first to the summit, just about. 8 bonus seconds for him, 5 for Vingegaard. Over half a minute by this point on the descent. 1 classified climb to come. Evenepoel and Roglic riding to try and limit the damage. A descent to the final kilometre and disaster for Roglic. He would crash. Evenepoel soldier on, and at the front, Vingegaard leading Pogačar to the final few hundred metres. Down the years, we all know what normally happens. Pogačar had never lost a 2-up sprint in pro cycling, but there's a first time for everything. Jonas Vingegaard, 98 days after a crash that could well have cost him his life, back and winning again at the Tour de France. An emotional victory, and one that will do quite a bit of damage to the morale down, but the 3-kilometre rule was in operation, and the commissaire's ruling that he would take the same time as Remco Evenepoel. What a victory for Jonas Vingegaard. Visma, the Dane, couldn't believe it. He better had, because he's right in the game. Finish after 211 kilometres and almost 4,500 metres of climbing. Jonas Vingegaard winning a stage again at the Tour de France.